News TV's your education station. Lafayette School Corporation is considering a 4-day school week. But first, we want feedback from the community. In tonight's Unfiltered, I spoke with the principal of Vinton Elementary School about what she's been hearing from parents and staff. Principal Preston, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. Amazing topic, something that we really wanted to dive into here on Unfiltered. 4-day school week.
Yes.
How'd you come up with it, and where does it stand right now?
So I was approached by our superintendent and assistant superintendent because they're looking to offer choice to parents in Lafayette School Corporation. And so this is one of the choices. We've got currently a school that is balanced calendar. We have a school that houses the gifted and talented program. We have a school that is STEM certified. And so this was something we thought we would look and see what interest there is among staff, among parents, and among the community. So that's where we are right now, just gaining interest and feedback.
And when will you make that decision?
Well, if we move forward with it, it wouldn't start until fall of 2024.
Okay.
So, surveys are being given to staff members now. And then in the next couple weeks, we'll send surveys out to parents. So the hope, I would assume, would be to have, give families, if we move forward with it, a full year to digest it and make plans to move ahead.
Have you gotten any feedback so far?
Here at school from our Vinton school parents, just a few questions. The little bit of feedback I've gotten has been pretty positive from parents. I have not personally received any negative feedback. If you go on social media, it might be a little different, but as for phone calls, emails, or face-to-face, it's been fairly positive or just seeking information.
I don't have to tell you, but that's usually the case on social media.
Try to stay off it.
To your knowledge, is there any other school in the state that's elementary school that's doing this?
Not to my knowledge. I know in Missouri, they have quite a few school districts that are doing this. I think there's a few maybe in Illinois and California, but as far as I know, not in Indiana.
Why does something like this, why even broach this subject? Why even think like this?
Sure. I think there's a lot of reasons. One, there's a teacher shortage. And so what can we do to really kind of entice and bring that interest level back to education? There's a sub shortage, and having one less day, hopefully staff members could schedule appointments and things like that for that day off, which would, we wouldn't have the need for subs. Also, there's a shortage for bus drivers. And so this would help one less day a week.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the start of it. And our kids, who knows, families like their family time too. That's the one positive. I've heard families saying, yes, we would love to have that family time.
All that you mentioned are things that we hear from school districts all across the state. As you can imagine, is it particularly hard in your school district?
For teachers?
Teachers, bus drivers. I mean,
yeah.
Is it?
And ours,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got bus routes that are doubled, tripled up. There's, our district has worked so hard to bring subs in, but still we've got, teachers covering classrooms for each other constantly, or aides covering classrooms throughout the district because there's that shortage.
How would a normal day look? Will you have to then expand hours, or
Yes.
or is that still in the planning process?
Now, we would have to expand school by about an hour and a half. And we're looking at doing, if we move forward, Monday through Thursday. So our day would be 8 a.m. to 3:45 is kind of what we're looking at right now. So we're adding about an hour and a half to the day to make up those minutes from what would have been the 5th day of school.
Sure. I have about a minute left. Likelihood of this happening?
I can't even say right now. I can say it's pretty positive by the teachers. So
Okay.
We'll see what the community and families think.
And when can we find out more about this in the near future?
I would say probably towards the end of the school year. Like I said, I think in March we'll start, investigating with parents more with surveys, and also to see is there community support for daycares and things like that. Can we house one here with community support for our families?
We'd love to have you back on in the future if this thing does come to fruition. Principal Preston, thank you so much for coming on with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.